Mrs. Seller. This is Danielle Gordon from Coldwell Banker Realty.
And I'm Catherine Garcia with Coldwell Banker as well. And we're here to talk to you about staging your home to sell.
So there's a lot that goes into getting your home ready. I think the first thing, Catherine, is decluttering. Like getting rid of all the things that you know you don't need. And that is like the number one first step that every homeowner has to make before you can really get into getting your house show ready.
I agree, and it's sometimes one of the toughest because you have lived in this home, you have so many memories, and it means so much to you and your family. But this is really the time to kind of take a step back and envision the home, how a home buyer will see your home, and we want them to see your home. We don't want them to see
your stuff,
the stuff, the accumulation. Although it means the world to you, a home buyer needs to be able to appreciate the openness of a space, and
yes.
This is a very important process.
And be able to see themselves in that space, most importantly.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, if you haven't used it in 6 months, then Goodwill, Faith Farm, any of those charitable places, it's probably great.
Or even if you're not comfortable getting rid of it, that's totally okay. Getting a little storage unit is something we suggest.
Yeah.
Kind of boxing everything up. You are going to sell this home, so let's box it up, make it easier for you to move when the time comes. Let's put it in a storage unit and let's open up the home so that buyers can envision themselves in
that. It's just a little bit elbow grease, make any needed repairs, wash any windows and screens. Ask your lawn man to come in and overhaul the lawn space, making it more inviting, making sure there's nothing blocking the pathways, making sure that, the hedges are trimmed down and it looks well manicured.
Definitely. And then another part of it is going to be your main entrance. Once you go through that perfectly landscaped driveway and sidewalk, you go to the entrance, and we would love to see your doorbell. That would be such an easy fix, making sure that works. It looks no cracks or chips. A beautiful welcome mat, so that's kind of the first welcoming impression to the home. Just clean up that whole front area. I love having a nice little plants or flower arrangement by the front. Little things like that just already start that experience for the buyer.
And then changing all the light bulbs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because guess what? If the light bulb's not working, then there's
makes
something.
them start wondering: does it actually work? Is there some electrical issues? You don't want them to focus on anything wrong in the home.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think about paint color on the door?
I am a big fan. I think that a nice pop of color is just such a fun way to get your house noticed. Blues are amazing, the reds. I really love this kind of coral color. I think it's kind of fun. Might be a little bit outside the box, but
a little
outside the box. But I think there's some traditional colors like the blues and the reds, or just
plain good white.
Plain good white, as long as it looks clean. No chips. It looks like a good, sturdy, presentable door. I think that's really the way to go.
Yeah. So one of the things I have learned over time at working with couples is that most times it's the woman who chooses. And the 3 most important things, what do you think?
I vote for the kitchen and the master bedroom.
So it's the kitchen, the bathroom, and the closet. So we have to ensure that the closet space is well organized. The kitchen and the bathroom are presentable, especially the countertops. The countertops really, really have to be free, because when someone sees your stuff, they don't see their stuff. So minimizing as many things on the countertop, showcasing the fact that there's so many counters, so much counter space, there's so much room to work with. When the holidays come around, it'll be just as convenient and functional for the new homeowner.
Absolutely.
So making sure the countertops are clear, making sure the appliances are nice and clean. Yes, they may not be brand new, but at least someone could actually eventually move in and then change them if they'd like, instead of saying, oh my gosh, that's the first thing I've got to do. So if it's the first thing I've got to do, I definitely can't offer full price. I'm going to have to offer $5,000 less, because I'm going to have to replace appliances.
And I think that they start adding up those things much more than they would actually cost. Whether if you address those little issues before you put your house in the market, you can really save a lot of money in negotiations and this back and forth with buyers.
That's a great point, Catherine. That's a great point, because that's exactly what buyers do. As much as they may love a house and they see themselves there, they start deducting what they have to do to make that house their home. So definitely cleaning out the cabinets, because if you're really moving, do you really want to pack all those things?
No. And then also going back to decluttering, you know, opening up those cabinets is something a real buyer is going to go in and do. So, you know, taking, you know, decluttering inside your cabinets, inside your drawers, all those kind of things are really going to make an impact where people can envision, oh, this actually has enough space for all my pots. Some, you know, it might be a baker and can really, you know, utilize all that space. So that's what we want to see. We want the buyer to see themselves in the home and say, this is what I need, it's perfect, and, you know, doesn't require so much work from me to do.
And a simple thing is regrouting the tubs, the sinks, the showers. It really can make a space look so clean. So even if you spend, you know, $10 on the grout, and you know, you spend a whole Saturday and a Sunday that's just, you know, getting a new pristine look.
Absolutely.
It definitely does pay off.
A toilet seat, any little fixtures, you know, all those kind of things are going to really make a big impact in your bathrooms and, you know, really impact the asking price.
Definitely. So, you know, when it comes down to the bedrooms and all the rooms, you know, the spaces, you know, ensuring that, you know, the curtains are clean, or, you know, there's, you know, removing the pictures. Now, I'm a big proponent of removing pictures and personal items, because for one, your information is going to go on the internet, and here at Coldwell Banker, your property is seen in over 700 websites. So as a sense of security, as a sense of showing, look, we're ready to leave, and you know, this could be your home. Removing all your family pictures, your personal belongings, putting away medicine, locking away all your personal jewelry, putting them in a box. All those kind of things will definitely show the new homeowner, and also ensure your safety, that we're ready
on it. Again, we are going to do some amazing marketing for your property, and there are some things just kind of keeping a clean canvas in the bedrooms. I think a very calming. You have to kind of make a calming environment in the bedrooms, and touch up any paints in the bedrooms, any wall trimmings, you know, replace any carpeting. And then as far as the bedding, I love just a simple, nice bedding, because I think that attracts a different kinds of buyers, you know. And then, you know, just kind of update the decor a little bit, some little simple throw pillows here and there, but nothing too busy. I think a simple, clean, crisp finish bedroom is something anybody can just fall in love with.
And our final point is neutralize and depersonalize. You know, you are getting this home ready for a buyer.
Yes.
And not any particular buyer, just any buyer that is willing to pay full asking price. And when you think about it, going to a model home, you walk into the model home, most importantly that hits you first is the smell. So neutralizing any odor, putting some Glade plugins to and not something obnoxious or loud, but something subtle, maybe vanilla or cinnamon or ocean breeze, something very subtle.
Sure.
And then depersonalizing, like not showing your affiliation to any political party or your affiliation to anything whatsoever.
Some religious, you know, things. Sometimes I think, you know, things like that, just kind of depersonalizing it, so that, again, the goal is for buyers to see themselves living in the home, and, you know, want to make that offer, make the steps, you know, to go ahead and purchase property.
So we hope that these tips were helpful. We are definitely available to come by and give you, and, you know, you give us a tour and we give you some insight and make some suggestions to ensure that your home is ready. You know, of course, we're going to, you know, hire the top photographer who can do the best to bring light and bring style into your home, but at the same time, we want to minimize all that up front, and so we can maximize profit in the end.